Welcome back to the Battlegrounds, this is Soul. Today we're going to talk about how to steal buffs from the enemy side, a sneaky tactic that can completely shift the momentum of a match. Every Battleground features powerful buffs near each faction's base, and these buffs often decide the outcome of the very first teamfight. Typically, each team grabs the buff closest to them, but what happens if you get there first and steal their buff before they do? Let's find out. This tactic can be done on any class, and all you need are two engineering items. The first is Tinker Shadowflame Rocket. To use it, you will need to craft an item with a Tinker slot. I crafted a wrist piece. I also used the recalibrated safety switch to lower the malfunction rate, and slotted in an impeccable cogwheel for extra mastery. Of course, you can choose whatever stat works best for your build. The second item is an enchant from Northern Engineering, the flexweave underlay. It goes on your cloak and reduces your falling speed. If you got both items equipped, you are ready to go. When you trigger the Shadowflame rocket, it gradually accelerates you over 8 seconds, reaching maximum speed at the very end. Jump, and then activate your flexweave underlay mid-air to glide and maintain that top speed as long as possible. Now let's put it to the test in the real match. The enemy team's comp looks dangerously strong. They are not going to be lacking firepower, that's for sure. Let's steal the buff and get this fight started. The enemy shaman comes in for the buff, but it's already mine. You always need to watch out the players going for the first Battleground buff. It usually means they are confident in their skills. This Battleground was won before it even began. Because we had control of both starting buffs, that alone gave us a huge edge going into the first fight. One key feature of this fight, the enemy team is clustered together, while our team is spread out and surrounding them. Clumping up like that is a huge mistake in Battlegrounds. It makes you extremely vulnerable to cleave damages. Always spread out, always. Once the first enemy starts to fall, the rest follow like dominoes. If you can't win a 10v10, there's no way you're winning a 9 vs 10. That's why I always say the first team fight is everything. If you lose it, most teams will never recover. Because the spawn timers get staggered, some players keep dying solo near the graveyard, and the team will never regroup at full strength again. You are fighting an uphill battle from that point. You can clearly see the enemy team is constantly outnumbered. A few respawn at the graveyard and rush in, only to get overwhelmed. Then, another few follow, and the cycle repeats. To break this loop, someone needs to step up and give a strong call. But in regular Battlegrounds, that's easier said than be done. Again, the enemy team is clumped up in one spot, making them the perfect shooting gallery for us. It's time to eliminate the enemy flag carrier. Whenever you get a chance, take a quick look at the scoreboard. Remember the shaman who rushed in for the berserker buff at the start. Turns out, he's their top DPS threat. That means it's my job now to keep him in check. I stepped away from the teamfight for just a moment, and the enemy immediately pushed forward. What was once a brawl near their graveyard is now happening right in front of our base. Let's regroup and push them back with everything we've got. The enemy monk tried to cap the flag, but luckily we were able to take him down before he reached their base. The enemy hit back hard. Their DPS was no joke. If they hadn't clumped up the whole time, we might have lost this. It was surprising to see the front line push all the way to our base whenever I stepped away. Some casters couldn't resist diving in with deep breath and got punished for it. Charging ahead alone in this situation is just asking to get focused down.
Unstoppable.
Our druid picks up the flag, and what happens next might really upset some of you. It certainly did upset me. Instead of running back the flag back to our base and ending the game, the druid brought it back straight into the middle of the fight, refusing to cap it. It's poor sportsmanship really, holding the flag hostage, refusing to score just to drag the game out. There is no place for unsportsmanlike conduct in the sacred ground of the Battleground. Win or lose, every player should give it their all. exploiting an advantage just to disrespect your opponents. That's behavior worthy of criticism. After wasting so much time, the druid finally started walking toward our base. I applauded him, glad he had finally come to his senses, but then he stopped. He blamed my actions as the reason to hold the flag hostage again, but honestly I didn't care. Whatever I did, or I didn't do, he would have found some excuse anyway. Players like this aren't reacting to others, they are just looking for a justification to do what they wanted all along.